choosing a space where you can walk safely and comfortably, either indoors or outdoors, allowing the environment to support a slow, uninterrupted pace. And recognize that this practice is not about reaching a destination, but about inhabiting each step fully. Stand still for a moment before moving, feeling your feet in contact with the ground, sensing weight, temperature, texture, and stability. And let the spine rise naturally as the body organizes itself in quiet readiness. Allow the shoulders to soften, the arms to hang easily, the jaw and face to relax, and let the eyes remain softly open or gently lowered, taking in light and movement without fixing on anything in particular. Take a few natural breaths and notice how standing still already contains subtle motion, the gentle sway of balance, the rhythm of breath, the pulse of life moving through you. Today's walking meditation invites you to feel each step with attention, letting the mind move as slowly and mindfully as the feet, cultivating flow, clarity, and grounded presence that can extend into daily life. Before taking the first step, set a simple intention to remain curious and kind toward your experience, allowing sensations to be exactly as they are without judgment or correction. Begin walking slowly, much slower than usual, and bring attention to the precise moment when weight shifts from one foot to the other. Feel the heel begin to lift, the foot roll forward, the toes release the ground, and notice the brief moment of suspension before the foot moves through space. Sense the leg swinging effortlessly from the hip, guided by balance rather than force, and feel the foot returning to the ground, heel touching first, or the whole foot arriving, depending on your natural gait. Notice the sensation of contact, pressure, and support as weight transfers fully, and allow awareness to linger there before the next step begins. Let each step be complete in itself, with a clear beginning, middle, and end, as if you are gently narrating the movement through sensation rather than words. Allow the breath to remain natural, noticing how it subtly coordinates with walking, sometimes inhaling for one step, sometimes exhaling for another, without imposing a pattern. If it feels supportive, gently note silently lifting, moving, placing, or simply rest with raw sensation, letting attention be continuous and embodied. As you continue walking, notice the arms swinging naturally at your sides, counterbalancing the legs, and sense how this movement feels when awareness includes it rather than ignoring it. Feel the gentle rotation of the torso, the stability of the pelvis, and the upright ease of the spine, noticing how posture adjusts automatically to maintain balance. If tension appears in the shoulders, neck, or face, acknowledge it kindly and allow it to soften on the next exhale, trusting the body's intelligence to reorganize. As thoughts arise, as they naturally will, notice them without following, and gently bring attention back to the sensations of the step you're taking right now. Recognize that you are not trying to stop thinking, but rather giving attention a steady home in the body, allowing the mind to settle through contact with direct experience. Continue at this slow, mindful pace, feeling how each step anchors you in the present moment, dissolving the sense of rushing or striving. Notice quality of the mind as walking continues, perhaps feeling clearer, quieter, or more spacious, and observe how mental activity becomes less gripping when attention rests in the feet and legs. If you are walking outdoors, allow sounds, light, and movement to enter awareness without distraction, simply as part of the field of experience, noticing how the environment supports presence rather than pulling you away from it. Feel the air on your skin, the temperature changes, the subtle shifts in sensation as you move through space, and let these sensations be included gently in awareness. If emotions arise, notice how they express themselves in the body, perhaps as changes in posture, tension, or energy, and allow walking itself to help regulate and ground, feeling each step as a reassurance of stability and support. At times, pause intentionally, coming to complete stillness, feeling the body balance itself again, sensing the echo of movement within stillness, and noticing how clarity remains even when you stop. After a few breaths, resume walking, carrying that clarity forward into motion. As the practice continues, allow the pace to remain slow enough that awareness is never hurried, yet natural enough that movement feels fluid rather than constrained. Notice moments when walking begins to feel more effortless, as if the body is walking itself while awareness simply accompanies the process. Sense the emergence of flow, where steps connect smoothly and attention feels continuous, without strain or fragmentation. If impatience or restlessness arises, greet it gently, noticing where it shows up in the body, and return attention to the physical sensations of walking, letting the rhythm of steps soothe and stabilize. Now expand awareness slightly to include the whole body walking, not just the feet, sensing how each step travels upward through the legs, pelvis, spine, and head, creating a wave of movement that flows through the entire system. Feel how the ground supports you completely with each step, offering reliability and steadiness, and allow a sense of trust to deepen in this simple exchange between body and earth. As you walk, reflect gently on how this mindful stepping can be carried into everyday life, into hallways, streets, parks, and rooms, transforming ordinary movement into moments of presence and clarity. Notice how slowing down internally, even when walking at a normal pace, can bring the same grounded awareness you are cultivating now. For the final moments of this practice, gradually allow the pace to slow even further until you come to a natural stop. Stand still, feeling both feet grounded, sensing the whole body breathing and alive, and notice the quality of mind that is present now. Take a few calm breaths and acknowledge the simplicity and power of mindful walking as a way to return to yourself at any time. When you feel ready, gently shift awareness outward, allowing the practice to integrate and carry forward the understanding that with each step, you can choose presence, clarity, and flow, letting your mind move as mindfully and compassionately as your feet wherever life leads you. Stay here for a few extra moments, allowing the effects of the walking meditation to settle and deepen. Notice how the body feels after moving with such close attention, perhaps more grounded, more coordinated, or quietly energized. Sense how awareness now rests naturally in the lower body, the feet and legs, providing a stable anchor for the mind. There is a simplicity to this state, a feeling of having arrived without needing to go anywhere. Allow attention to widen to include both inner sensation and the space around you, noticing how presence remains intact even as awareness expands. Sounds, sights, and movement can be received without pulling you out of center. Recognize that mindful walking is not confined to slow practice sessions. It can reappear the moment you remember to feel your feet on the ground. Even a single step taken with awareness can interrupt habitual rushing and return you to balance. Before closing, quietly acknowledge the